Alright guys, we are back. Let's jump in. Let's see how good EZA STR Videl is. I do think that she should be a very impactful EZA. I think she's actually a nice needed help to the Boo Saga team potentially. We'll give it a try. And I think she of course is another solid option for Roshi's team. Now, in terms of her performance, I think we should see similar type of stuff to Kefla or Gotenks, where she could do numbers like they can, although her numbers might be higher. Her damage numbers might be higher. We'll see. She'll be able to do damage, but she's going to probably be dodge or die just like them. So, because she's going to be dodge or die, I would prefer to enhance her chance to dodge and not die. Now, she does have one part of her passive here that I think I'm just going to swap over and show. So, this is when she dodges, she gets a guaranteed crit, and all allies get 2 ki. That's nice. That's a very helpful ability. That's like what Orange Piccolo and Beast Gohan do, right? Where they go in slot 1, they give ki to the rotation. That's strong. I like that. But this one, apparently she does need to actually get hit, right? It's just like it was pre-EZA. It would not be completely unheard of for them to change something when a character gets EZA'd, but unfortunately they didn't. So she gets this during the turn, and an additional that has a 70% chance to be a super. But best case scenario, I feel like it will be performing best, and we just don't even have that up. I would much rather she just dodges everything. And if we put her in slot 3, I just want her dodging everything, right? I think that's going to be the preferred way, I mean, at least for me, to utilize this character. So full dodge it is. We can give her additional as the secondary thing. She does have good ways to get crit and super effective against all types. So I think giving her crit is really stupid. If you really want to maximize damage with her, probably raw attack equips, I would say. This is yet another character where I think the best thing is dodge. At, additional or raw defense comes in, raw attack, and then 50 feet of shit, and then crit. But, I mean, you know what? When we use the Videl team in the long showcase video and the World Tour, chances are good this is going to be a friends list of full crit Videls, I'm sure. Alright, let's go ahead and hop in. We need to do at least 2 runs here. I want to start with Roshi's team, because Videl should look best there. But we also do need to go to the Boo Saga team in order to be able to utilize her active, right? Because there is not a Gohan on Roshi's team, right? Which is Turtle School, Peppy Gal, and Dragon Ball Saga. There's no Gohans on those categories. So we're going to have to go to... What other teams does Videl have? It's just Boo Saga that comes to mind. We could go to her own team, right? Because Tech Gohan is on Defender of Justice. Her own team will be effective. Peppy Gals and Defender of Justice. I mean, that includes Jiren, Topo, Dispo. Like, they're on there. So we could try that. But because we need to see her active. I've never been a fan of her active because it lowers her defense for more attack. Which is, like, attack is not how you're winning these fights. It's not dying, typically. But, I mean, I guess an argument does exist where she's dodge or die anyway. So, like, is lowering her defense really that big of a deal? Like, I mean, I could certainly listen to that. This right here would be good against Goku and Frieza. Don't get hit, dodge all the hits, and then she'll have even more power. So, we'll try it out as well. Let's go into the typical God event. I like that for showcases. Let's head over there. Alright guys, we are here in an event. Let's see what Videl's going to give us here. I do kind of want to float off. I mean, the rotations aren't really the way I wanted it to go. I would prefer LR Bulma on the other rotation, and probably Bunny Bulma on rotation with Videl. Remember, one problem for Videl, I mean, it's always been this way, is her links suck ass. I mean, if we're going to rock her in slot 1, which she can do, and then we're going to have Tech Gohan in slot 2. Tech Gohan would be a very effective slot 2 character. I mean, that's going to at least give us Cold Judgment between the two of them, which could be good. But her link set here, Courage, Money, Cold Judgment, Infighter, Champion Strength, Battlefield Diva, Fierce Battle. It's mostly bad. If we want to try and rock her with Videl slot 1, Bunny Bulma slot 2, and then, Roshi in slot 3, that, I think, should be effective, because we'll be getting money from Bunny Bulma, which will at least give a little bit of extra defense in case either of them get hit. And then, of course, we also have Battlefield Diva, which gives us the extra 5% chance to dodge. So I'm just going to let this first rotation, like, we'll talk about what she does afterwards. Let's see how we handle this turn right here. We'll hit that for TekUI Goku. Gonna be a while until we could use TekUI Goku's domain, because I'm probably gonna end up floating him next turn. We'll see. All right, Videl, dodge it. Nice. Okay, so that gives her a guaranteed crit. 9 million at the start. Okay, I mean, that's not the craziest. Videl is on a 200% with Roshi. All right, there's another super attack. Now, remember, every super attack Videl does, she is stacking damage. Okay, so remember, she doesn't, in slot 1, she doesn't dodge right here. So, like, if, what is this? This is Ewan, is this God of Destruction. If he would have super attacked in that spot right there, the Tech Pan slot, we would have been crushed. Right? Like, we're down to hit him, potential system, dodge, or die at that point. That's where, it's like if I was trying to, like, you know, okay, like, let's seriously just play to win this, right? If we're doing, like, a mission or something like that. Like, I would not have wanted Videl in that slot 1 right there. Right? I would have rather had Tekui Goku in slot 1. But we'll see. We'll see how it's going to work. Let's float Bunny Bulma right here. Because if we float Bunny Bulma, we can get her next to Videl, which is kind of what I'm looking to have. So let's do this. The good thing is that Roshi and Bunny Bulma don't need orbs. I mean, Videl doesn't need orbs either. Like, this team is going to be overflowing with orbs, which is going to be very helpful. All right, yeah, UI Goku does what UI Goku does. That's one thing that's very helpful for Roshi's team, right? Roshi does need slot 1 help. Well, this guy can do it. So that's very helpful that we got UI Goku around. Okay, perfect. All right, the rest of this turn shouldn't be too notable. We'll just skip till Videl's next turn. All right, so let's go ahead and go over some of the... Damn, okay. Gonna be one of these bad luck type of videos, huh? That's a little annoying, but whatever. All right, so Videl, I mean... She needs... Damn, she needs to dodge first or get hit, either of those in slot 1, in order to get some of her passive activated. So that's a little bit unfortunate. We are at 332 right there. Okay. All right, so Videl, right? She gets 2 key, 180% attack and defense start a turn. She has a high chance to dodge until she attacks. And then she gets 158% attack when attacking. Wait a minute. Is that a 70% chance to dodge before attacking? It is, yeah. That's a 70% chance to dodge until she attacks. And then she gets 158% attack when attacking. Okay, pretty good. When she dodges, she gets a guaranteed crit, and then all allies get 2 key. Well, I mean, I guess that only works well if she's in slot 1. I mean, are there characters that, you know, that does help AGL LR Ultimate Gohan, actually. Yeah, it does. That's a character who does need key help a lot of times. AGL LR Ultimate Gohan. So that ability can help AGL LR Ultimate Gohan. Yeah, it can. Okay, nice. When she gets hit, she gets 58% attack and defense, and then we get a guaranteed additional of the 70% chance to super. We did confirm on that last turn. I didn't point it out. I probably should have. But we did confirm. We literally saw it, that she needs to get hit. Then when she's in the first or second slot, she's super effective against all types and gets a guaranteed additional super. And then in slot 3, she gets 158% attack and defense. And then she gets a 70% chance to dodge. And then every time she dodges, she gets 30% attack and defense up to 58%. So, all right, we're just going to go ahead and do this right here. Just the way this fight went is not really ideal for, you know, Videl juice turns. But, I mean, we're going to get a lot of footage in here, so it's no big deal. All right, so remember, she is going to get a guaranteed additional. Remember, every super attack is stacking her attack as well. So her damage is progressively going to go up. I mean, that is very helpful when we consider what the hardest fight in the game is. That's a hidden potential system additional normal, unfortunately. Yep, again, there's her getting her buff after she gets hit. I mean, I guess that can... If I view that from the prism of Videl in slot 3... that does give her an extra 58% defense the first time she gets hit, if we've got her in slot 3, right? That's interesting to consider. Because I feel like a lot of times, like, if I'm playing to win, I think Videl will be a good run on the Buu Saga team. Probably as a slot 3 character a lot of the times, but the fact that we could put her in slot 1 and, you know, say YOLO, is helpful, right? Because being able to go slot 1 is just... A lot of times people get very salty about, like, how important it is, but, I mean, it is just that important, right? It is. Alright, so I guess we could just come back for Videl's next turn here. Alright, so we're on Videl's next turn. Let's go ahead and see what we're going to be rocking with. So this is going to be a lot better for us, because now we're going to have Bunny Bulma around. Yeah, dude, oh my god, it's frustrating. Sometimes using these characters can be a bit frustrating. Why is it that on the turns where we have Videl, they're attacking one time? Do you think maybe, I don't know, you could attack multiple times before we attack? Like, look at the way this guy's bullying the Tech Pan slot. This is where I start to lose a little faith in her. I mean, every time I use her, they're just gonna do this, right? Like, I think, like, if we're playing to win, probably this is the smartest thing. Because Liquor, I mean, if he supers in the Tech Pan slot, is that just death for us? I don't know. I mean, the good thing is we will have money available to us now. She is at 500k start of turn. 500k, huh? Oh, I didn't go over her super attack effect. Let's do that. So her super attack effect, remember, she's got 2. Her regular super, she stacks 30% attack every time she does it, and then she gets 50% defense for 1 turn. Her unit super, if we have a Gohan around, she gets a 50% attack stack, 50% defense 1 turn, and she lowers enemy defense by 80%. Let's see, so when she attacks, she isn't getting defense from attacking unless, essentially, she's in slot 3. It's when she gets hit, she gets more defense. So she doesn't have, like, you know, because she gets 158% attack when attacking, but no defense or anything like that. All right, well, let's see how we do. We have Bulma support up. Let's actually go ahead and throw Roshi's active skill right here. There's no reason not to. The little bit of extra defense just in case Liquor is going to try and super us. I mean, this is the thing. Roshi is going to juice characters like crazy. And, I mean, it's like, it's going to push their head above water. I mean, I understand that. Like, oh my god, like, you know, the character's only that good because of Roshi, but, like, that's the point of Roshi. You know, that's just fucking purpose, man. So, like, yeah, we're gonna use Roshi, man, with Videl. Dodge it. Oh, no! I did forget. God damn it. Okay, well. Oh, damn. I sure wish we had Tekuai Goku's domain up right there. God damn it. Okay. The good news is there's 3 different God event stages. Let me go into a different one that doesn't have the dodge canceling boss. God damn it. Okay, well, I mean, if that was a normal boss, we'd have had a great chance to dodge right there. Here we go. I press it, and then any button I press, man, it doesn't matter. It's going to pop back up. So, you know, like, why doesn't he just click the thing? I don't know. I don't know. Why don't I? All right, we can just go into the second one or whatever. It doesn't matter. All right, all right. Should I just come back a little bit deeper into the fight, or let's just jump in and see what our opening rotation is gonna look like? We could bring the dev friend 69%. That's not bad. All right, let's see where we go. Just give me Tekuai Goku in turn 1. Perfect. There we go. Tekuai Goku turn 1. You know, no issues are gonna happen right here. Okay. I think we saw Videl kind of a couple of times early already. Maybe I will. We'll see what the next rotation looks like. But I do obviously want to see, like, you know, juice Videl as we're a little bit deeper and stuff like that and blah, 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 blah. This is interesting. So every single time we get Videl on rotation, it's just going to be, like, 1 attack right away, huh? All right, well, whatever. I kind of want to set up a similar thing to what we had last time. So, again, I think I'll come back in a couple of turns when we kind of got Videl next to Bunny Bulma, and we got LR Bulma in the other rotation, stuff like that. We could get, you know, some footage of Videl, though. I mean, if she would just start out with, like, you know, Bunny Bulma next to her with a Roshi on rotation, sure enough, her attack stats, stuff like that, would look a little bit more impressive right out the gate. Again, I mean, no matter how you slice it, hidden potential system additional normal, that's number 2 in the video already, right? We're 2 for 2 for additional normals? Pretty sure. But no matter how you slice it, I really think she's just going to be similar to Kefla Gotenks. That's not the worst thing ever. I'm going to do a video, because it was pointed out to me, someone just said, like, hey, is Kibu really going to be that good in that meta? And I was like, wait, well, hold on. He does need to get hit, which is, like, really bad in the Universe's Rival Saga Supreme Magnificent Battle. So, like, I don't know. I could see Videl I think I could potentially see here. Well, do I think she's better than Tech Gotenks? Probably not. I don't know. I think Videl... I don't know about above Tech Gotenks. I think Videl... So I think I could see an EZA TUR list where I go Tech Gohan 1, Exchange Buu 2, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, and then I think potentially Kefla right there at 4. Or, no, Videl at 4, maybe Kefla, Gotenks, and then I might put Kid Buu behind them, because it's just very difficult in the new stages for, like, Kid Buu and Physical Goku Black to get hit. Pfft, please, dude. That's terrible, terrible. All right, let me come back in a couple of turns here. All right, Tech UI Goku just got one shot, so, yep, okay, well... Oh my god, dude. Thank you, Tech UI Goku. Thank you. Yep, I think of all the comments that says, he's so tanky. Yeah, I mean, great. All right, well, disaster video. Love those. We've been seeing them a lot, man. My god. Thank you, Tech UI Goku, so much, you piece of shit. You know, Dodge or Die characters can be very good. They also can die nonstop. That's, you know, it's kind of a thing. They, you know, guess what? Dodge or Die characters will, in fact, die. But, you know, there's a high reward there. AGLUI Goku does, he is definitely a step above Dodge or Die, since he's, you know, turn 1, he's guaranteed dodge. When he revives, he's guaranteed dodge. He's got the revive in case he doesn't dodge, right? Like, a little different for him, but, I mean, Tech UI Goku, I mean, when he's in slot 2, he could be very fine defensively. But on this effing team, guess where Tech UI Goku's going to be going? Not slot 2. Okay. Turn 1. I would love... Apparently, we need to go to the Super Saiyan 3 Broly Dokkan event pretty soon. I'm just saying. I hope we don't need to. Maybe you guys can start dodging. And girls. Well, Videl got killed in an unfair situation. Ooh, that's no good. I mean, that'll give us more damage. Okay, and she dodges, sure. We still get the stack, so F you. That's a lot of damage she takes in Saw 1, brothers. Whew, and ladies, oh my god, dude. Videl... I think I'd really like Videl if she's, like, exactly how she is, but then imagine if she's supered right there. Oh, my God, I would have screamed, dude. If Videl was also guarding, like, I understand that she's, like, an EZA TUR, and, oh, my God, we can make EZA TURs too busted. Like, Tech Ultimate Gohan is very good, but is he, like, oh, my God, busted? No, he's not. Okay, dude, Bunny Bulma, I would have screamed, man. I would have screamed. Okay. Nightmare video, you know what? We're going to persevere. We're going to fight through. We're going to, you know, get some... Remember, we still got to do a run on the Buu Saga team to see Videl with their active skill up. We got to do it. We got to do it. Oh, one thing I could point out real quick, and then I'm just going to skip ahead potentially a couple of turns. Actually, I do want to show the Videl plus double Bulma team. Let me just swap over real fast. Over to here. Okay. So I wanted to show Videl's 200% teams right here. So we only have Roshi and then Yamcha. Now, Videl is not a horrible leader against 180%, but in terms of actual 200% leaders, double Yamcha, I'm good, fam. I'm good. I think Yamcha could be helped a little bit if he's got Roshi, you know, just completely covering him and Beast covering him and stuff like that, sure, but Yamcha's not that good. So if we're using Videl in a 200% leader, it's with Roshi, but I am going to use her on Buu Saga as well. All right, gamers, here we're on another good rotation, right? Videl plus Bulma, not bad. Although we could get this, you know, LR Bulma support with Bulma on the other rotation, blah, 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 blah. All right, let's see. Videl, keep showing us stuff, girl. Remember, as the fight goes on, she's just going to stack and stack and stack. These God event stages should work pretty well for her, because, I mean, these are it's 4 phases. So, oh, that's perfect that she just barely lived, which means another stackaroo for us. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to come back in 2 turns. I'm going to skip ahead to 2 turns. I mean, I'll come back in time, I guess, if one of the UI Gokus gets sniped or something, but 2 turns, we'll come back. All right, I said I was going to come back in 2 turns, but this is still a good turn. Let's pop Roshi's active right there. Get a nice little juicing session for us. That'll be good. Yep, perfect, okay. All right, so Videl, we're up. Look at those stats. This is without no LR Bulma support up. So, pretty solid. Beerus, of course, will one-shot us if he hits us. Let's hope he doesn't. Beerus's damage is accelerated very, very high now, because every time he gets hit, he does build up damage. Beerus hits hard, but Videl's dodge. Okay, good. Yeah, that's, whew. That's, it's a sting. There's a nice sting from a 300k normal. She does counter with a lot of damage. Wait, what? Why wasn't that a super? I guess the order of her attacks is not... Because she did dodge, she got hit, and she dodged one. So, I guess her additional from getting hit procced first. That actually sucked ass, because... Because we'd want the guaranteed additional super to get us more damage. That's unfortunate. So it looks like what probably comes first is the additional when she gets hit comes first. Then she gets the additional from dodging, which is guaranteed additional. Wait, no, I'm getting mixed up. No. Scratch that. So she gets hit. That gets her additional, the 70% chance of super. Then her guaranteed additional from in slot 1 or 2, not from dodging, but from being in slot 1 or 2, that comes after. And then the hidden potential system would come. So it would go super, 70% chance to super, super, 50% chance to super, is what her 4-attack layout would look like. Okay, sure. All right, well, now I've got very good news. I have tremendous news, actually. We do this. There you go. So that's going to be a nice little juicing spot right there for Videl. I feel like by this point we've seen kind of like what Videl has to offer us, kind of like in a traditional fight setup, right? Like up to like turn 6, turn 7, turn 8. Like that's when these fights are ending. We're not going past that typically. So after this, what I'll do is... Should I just try and kill Champa here? Probably. We're going to do so much damage. Let's just try and one-turn Champa right here. I feel like there's no downside to trying to one-turn Champa. So let's get rid of Champa right here. That's 6. Let's hit this. So we'll get rid of Champa. And then after that, we could see what Videl's going to look like next turn. Heavily juiced, right? So Videl's going to have Tekui Goku's domain up, Bulma support up, Roshi active skill. Videl's been stacking a lot. We're going to have Bunny Bulma. So we'll be in a very good position for Videl to dominate next turn. All right, so we're moving on to our next rotation. Champa is finished. Finito. Belmod. Okay, Belmod would certainly scare me a little bit if he would hit us. That would really suck balls. Let's hope that we don't get hit by Belmod. We could pop this. So remember, Belmod's damage is being buffed by the domain. Videl's defense is as well. She sees that basically a million defense, but this is type disadvantage. Not class disadvantage, that's good, but type disadvantage. Alright, so this is Videl juiced up very heavily. I mean, we could just stack infinitely with her, but this is like a normal... I mean, these are difficult fights, the God events. I mean, these bosses have real mechanics and shit like that, right? So, let's see. Oh, God. Please, Videl. Nice. Nice. That's what we're looking for. 26 she gets up to. Again, this is like... I will say this is realistic, and I'm sure some people will go, what? But there's support and support and support and support. And that's true. We have Bunny Bulma support, we have Roshi support, we have Tekui Goku domain support, and we have LR Bulma support. So she's got support on support on support on support. But it's not like, it's not unrealistic. This is like a typical situation on the Roshi team. That's what's funny about it, right? Like, that's not, like, it's not, you know, we're not running physical Kid Buu on fusions in 2018 or some shit like that, right? Where, you know, you could run LR physical Gogeta and then he's got the physical typing leader. You guys get what I'm saying, right? So okay, I mean that's what Videl is gonna look like juiced up. I mean, she's solid. Again, she's like Kefla or Gotenks level. If you're someone who's had a lot of deaths from Kefla or Gotenks not dodging, well, I mean, Videl is going to do the same thing, right? Like, that super from Belmod, I mean, we know what happens if we don't dodge it, right? Okay, so there's Videl on the, 200% Roshi team. Pretty good. But remember, she does have her active skill, which we can only pop with a Gohan on the team. So I think we'll just go to a Buu Saga setup and see Videl on a Buu Saga setup, next to Gohan and stuff like that. See what we're going to kind of get from that. All right, I just wanted to get the AGL LR Ultimate Gohan intro in here. So we're over on the Buu Saga team, and we'll kind of see what Videl's going to be able to give to us. Okay, so AGL Gohan, you do still have Cold Judgment, and he's got Infighter as well, which would actually pair up a bit better next to Videl. So, okay, cool. Let's leave it just like this. I'm going to come back in 2 turns, because we see Videl's in slot 7. We'll come back once Videl shows up, and we'll see, you know, what she looks like turn 1 next to LR Ultimate Gohan and Physical Kid Buu and stuff like that. Alright, so here we go. This is Videl turn 1. Now, it looks like Ki on this specific turn is not actually going to be an issue for us. But again, keep in mind that LR Ultimate Gohan, in my experience using him, has tended to struggle with Ki. So Videl could get a dodge and then help him with some of his Ki issues, which could be good. And again, remember, Videl is actually going to have several links up next to Gohan. So Videl does have 2, I guess, fine, like, when Videl dropped originally, we didn't have, like, a Bunny Bulma or an AGL LR Ultimate Gohan who existed, who, you know, we've got 3 links up with both of them. So that's pretty good, right? I'll take that, sure. Links are less of an issue for Videl. Can you dodge, girl? 114 in here, and she doesn't dodge, damn it. Well, all right, so we didn't get the 2 Ki support, unfortunately, or the guaranteed crit. That's what she gets from the dodge, but, I mean, I guess hitting does get her the stats, sure. Oh, and of course we're going to be able to get the unit super attack as well with Gohan around. Okay, so the last thing we need to do here, which we'll be able to do next turn, because Videl can use her active skill 4th turn from the start of battle. Nice, we got all 4, but there's just a normal right there. Oh my god, this is a tech pan slot. She should be able to hidden potential system dodge. Hidden. Guys, there's a way to build your Videl. We would have lived that without a doubt, because that Rose only hits for 800k. Videl's good, right? So, like, she would have lived for sure. Even though it's class disadvantage, type disadvantage, I'm very confident she would have lived that at 800k damage from Rose. But, again, you build your Videl correctly, smartly, you know, with foresight for these difficult situations that will arise, and, you know, it'll help you a lot. So, make sure you give your dodges to Videl. We'll come back next turn, and we'll see Videl with her active skill up. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and pop Videl's active skill. So remember, Videl came out long before they started doing that bullshit start of turn. Videl's is just 4th turn start of battle, right? Again, none of that garbage that we get nowadays. So we could use Videl's active if there is a Teen Gohan, Ultimate Gohan, or Great Saiyaman on the team starting from the 4th turn. And of course it needs to be, you know, Gohan's Great Saiyaman, not Great Saiyaman 2. So, alright, let's go ahead and pop this. Videl is active. Been a while since I've seen and used this. Alright, so, dude, I love Videl's OST to me feels like it comes right out of, like, Budokai 3 or one of those games, man. Videl's OST, I love it. I think it's a great one. Alright, so, once we do Videl's costume change here, again, I've never been a fan of this. The only thing that really happens at this point, right, like, once we actually do this, is Videl gets a permanent plus 20% active skill attack, which is kind of a big deal. But then she loses permanent 20% defense, which that's an even bigger deal. No way. We saw Videl eating 300k normals in this video. I do not want to lower her defense for a little bit more damage. I'm good on that. No way. Oh my god. Yes. Yes. Do you guys hear that noise? That's the noise of value, baby. Perfect. So, Goku, if Videl dodges, she'll give 2 Ki to Goku and we get a super. Dodge it, dodge it, dodge it, dodge it. No, I hate you. God damn it. It's just, it would have been cool to see the value, right? Like, if she dodged that, she'd have given 2 Ki to Goku and then he would have been able to super, but whatever. Alright, well, there's Dokkan Fest Videl. Again, good. Probably, maybe I should do... maybe I might consider doing a Kefla long video. Kefla, I definitely like Kefla better than Gotenks, because Gotenks is not consistently transforming. Videl is, or excuse me, Kefla is. Kefla is just next turn, you're Super Saiyan 2. Gotenks, it's not next turn for Super Saiyan 2. That's the difference that makes Kefla better than Gotenks, in my opinion. I probably like Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks better than Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, but Kefla gets there so easily compared to the 50 hoops you have to jump through for Gotenks. That matters, right? So I probably, what my plan is, because before I put up an EZA TR list, I'm going to use probably Majin Power against Goku and Frieza. I'm probably going to do the Videl long video and a Kefla long video, and then that will give me what I need to see to formulate this next tier list. I think there's a good chance I'll probably go Tech Gohan 1, Exchange Buu 2, I think Tech Gotenks 3, Videl 4, Kefla 5, and Gotenks 6 is probably what I'm going to end up on. I just think that Kid Buu, with the way the newest wave of fights are, and guys, remember, I understand that they don't go, okay, we made it even harder, now we're going to go weaker again. They don't do that. It just gets harder and harder and harder and harder and harder, right? So, all right. Yeah, but Videl definitely seems good. You know, Kefla level, you know, Gotenks level, solid character for sure. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at our girl Videl. Again, seems to be a solid EZA to me. I do think that, like, a level around, like, what Kefla and Gotenks are doing is at least competitive and good enough to help you in the hardest fights in the game, and, like, if there would be a mission for one of Videl's categories. So, I think she is definitely good enough. All right, let's just jump over here. Oh, let me get, like, the actual... Hold on. All right, so this is Ally of Love and Friendship Videl. So her leader skill is Defender of Justice or Peppy Gal, category key 4 and 180% to stats. I think it is good enough to run with the Jirans and stuff like that. Her super attack is the Videl Rush, which gives her a 30% attack stack, 50% defense for 1 turn, and she does immense damage to the enemy. Her 18 key super attack is the Justice Slash, where she stacks 50% attack, she gets 50% defense for 1 turn, immense damage to the enemy, and then she massively lowers enemy defense. That's an 80% debuff. You could use her unit super attack if there is a Teen Gohan, Ultimate Gohan, or Great Saiyaman Gohan that is on the team. Her passive skill, which is called Magnificent Performance, she gets 2 key 180% attack and defense at the start of turn. She has a 70% chance to dodge until she attacks. And she gets 158% attack when she attacks. So that does open her up to the Tech Pan slot to be disintegrated. So there was the one time we saw it, but we did hidden potential system dodge it. So, you know, again, that would be good for Videl, I think. When Videl dodges, she gets guaranteed crit for the turn, and all allies get 2 key. When Videl gets hit, which it is her getting hit, she gets 58% attack and defense for the turn, a guaranteed additional with a 70% chance for it to be a super. When Videl attacks first or second, first or second slot of the rotation, she is super effective against all types and gets a guaranteed additional super. When Videl is in the third slot, she gets 158% attack and defense and a 70% chance to dodge. A lot of the times, you could probably rock Videl in slot 3 and then put her in slot 1 if she's really needed there. Could be a good way to utilize her. And then every time Videl dodges in the fight, she gets 30% attack and defense up to a max of 58%. Videl has her active, which is Complicated Female Psyche, where she gets a permanent 20% attack buff and a permanent negative 20% defensive buff in battle. And you could do that when there is a Teen Gohan, Ultimate Gohan, or Great Saiyaman Gohan on the team starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. And then, of course, that will swap her into this. But remember, costume changes is something Dokkan stopped doing, because rather than a costume change, they started to just make them actual transformations. There's only 3 costume change characters, I believe. Videl, Evolution Blue Vegeta, and Goku and Piccolo, right? After that, I guess they just thought to themselves, this mechanic is pointless. And they just made them actual transformation characters who could link with each other. Because the next, in order, Vegeta was first, then Videl, then Goku and Piccolo, and then after that was Krillin and Gohan, and they said, screw it, and they just made Krillin and Gohan an actual transformation character, rather than a costume change character, the way Videl, Goku and Piccolo, and Vegeta are, right? So we've never had a costume change character since then. They just make them transformations instead. Okay, so we looked at that. That's her active skill. Her links are Courage, Money, 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 Cool Judgment, Infighter, Champion Strength, Battlefield Diva, and Fierce Battle. Not a great link set, but certainly in today's environment, with Bunny Bulma existing now, with EZA, LR Ultimate Gohan, Tech Gohan, and Buu Saga being a legitimate team, I mean, you can, have a couple of her links activated, so that's good. And then we have our 200% leader skills, which we showed, which is just Roshi and Yamcha. Then over here, 12 key multipliers, 150%, normal level. And then here's our best linking partners, right? AGL, LR Ultimate Gohan, Tech Ultimate Gohan, and then Bunny Bulma are all notable characters. Wait a minute. Yeah, isn't Bunny Bulma is 3. Why isn't she here? Wait, is this is the I'm in the global one here. Yeah, the JP one. Here we go. Yeah, so then there's Bunny Bulma on the JP one. Whoops, silly me. And then I guess Standby Jiren as well. That matters, right? Because Standby Jiren is probably where he's in his best, truly. So there's that. This is just the Gresh tweets, or Gresh translation, which I was using to just confirm right here, 70% chance to dodge before attacking, which makes a huge difference, by the way. 70% dodge before attacking versus 50%. 50% dodge before attacking, and I'd say the character sucks ass. Well, she'd be way worse in my eyes. Like slot 3, basically, pretty much. All right, so we jump over here. Let's take a look at Videl's category teams. So Videl, of course, is on the Defender of Justice category team, which has had several good characters added to it recently. So that's a more competitive category for sure. Videl is also on Peppy Gals. Again, I think we could have some fun running Videl's team, right? There's several options. We got LR Bulma, Bunny Bulma, Videl, Tech Gohan, Jiren, Topo, Dispo. Like, we've got some stuff we could try. Then Videl is also on Buu Saga, which is a legitimate team right now. And Videl, I think, is good enough to help. I mean, she's, going to be a similar level to, like, Int Gotenks, probably a bit better than him, physical Gotenks. I mean, I guess you do have several characters who are very similar in STR Videl, physical Gotenks, and Int Gotenks, and that they're all mostly just dodge or die, right? Then there's Videl is on the Earthling category team, sure. Earthling getting some nice buffs now, which is nice. Videl is also on the Bond of Parent and Child. I'm still waiting for this to get a good leader skill. Earthbred Fighter, Bond of Parent and Child, or Kamehameha would make for a fire leader skill. We need one of those badly. And then, speaking of, Videl, of course, is also on Earthbred Fighters. So there we go. There is EZA DOKKANFEST Videl. Pretty good. Again, seems to be around Kefla Gotenks level to me, which is pretty good. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys next time.